Channel 7. Time for 7 First Alert weather.
50 degrees on the 20th of December. That is well above average, but not quite a record. Not really even close to the record of 57 degrees set back in 1900, though it has been a while since we've been that warm on December 20th. This is the final day of fall. The winter solstice is tomorrow, and that will kick off the winter season officially, at least when you're looking at the Earth's position relative to the sun's energy. So the northern hemisphere tilted away from the sun because of its tilt on the Earth's axis, and it also kicks off southern hemispheric summer. I have to say that very slowly. Shortest day of the year for us, 8 hours, 56 minutes, shortest length of daylight hours. And then after tomorrow, we start to slowly but eventually gain that daylight back. So if you're a sun worshiper like yours truly, then we'll get there eventually as we head towards spring. But we have a lot of snow to look forward to in the mountain areas, especially for the skiers and snowboarders. A quiet day tomorrow, as I mentioned before, but then things really kick into high gear. Active weather expected, not just active weather, but also some much colder temperatures eventually settling in for us. So hopefully you were able to get outside and enjoy that surprise 50-degree high today, or mid to upper 40s for most of the rest of the Treasure Valley, because I think it'll be a while before we're there again. One more quiet day tomorrow. Great day for travel if you can do it on Tuesday. Pattern turning active midweek as this low pressure center starts to make its way here with a lot of moisture and eventually a lot colder air. And there's more weather to come after it as we head into the end of the week, the Christmas holiday, even beyond. So once you make it over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house, it'll be a little tricky to make it home into the following week as well. So some windows to watch for heading through this week's forecast and beyond. Christmas forecast for the Boise area, mid to upper 30s for highs both Friday and Saturday. A rain snow mix, or maybe more of a wet snow that has a hard time accumulating, especially on paved surfaces. But then eventually we get to some snow on Christmas and then Boxing Day and beyond as well. So I know this is a little bit tricky to see these numbers and the overlay here, but to give you an idea, you can pick a place on the map, maybe where you're headed, and watch what happens. 41 degrees on Thursday for a high in Boise, which means a rain-snow mix. Close to 40 on Friday for Boise, again a rain-snow mix. But overnight, if the snow continues to fall, as the temperatures also fall, we could wake up to a white Christmas on Christmas morning, Saturday. Sunday, getting colder with the temperatures, but it gets even colder past that. Just for the record, we're looking at maybe the coldest blast of the year. No, I will guarantee that. The coldest blast of the year, that's where we're going with this, but it could be historical. We'll have to see what happens here. Holiday weekend getaways, depending on where you're headed. Again, keeping an eye on this travel forecast. There's a big snow potential heading up into the mountain locations. So if you are a skier or a snowboarder and this is your plan for the Christmas holiday and beyond, this is looking good. More than 2 feet of snow could be on the way to the higher elevations, and enough to shovel and sled on, if that's what you asked Santa for past Christmas. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast for the Boise area. Again, looking for snow through the holiday weekend and beyond. I have no idea why, because she won't ever go outside with me, but my 3-year-old kept telling me she wanted a sled for Christmas.
That's amazing. What do you think she saw it on TV and was
she
like,
must
I want
have.
that?
It must have been in a movie, but now I'm going to get her one and she's going to be like, what's that?
Yeah.
I love it. Sledding is a blast when you're 3. Are you kidding? And when you're almost 30.
It's a great workout. Pulling a kid in a sled. You can't go wrong.
Can't wait.
All right.